Want to know how one of the best club teams in the world trains their soccer players to be so world class? Then stick around. Hey, I'm Dylan Joseph, soccer trainer and #1 best-selling Amazon author. To increase your team's skills, overcome average performances, and boost your team's self-esteem, then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. International club soccer is where the largest soccer clubs, the non-national teams, play each other in season-long formats and in tournaments to determine the best teams in the world. Example of club teams are Real Madrid, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, River Plate, and Bayern Munich. Clubs generally have two different ways of obtaining really good talent. For all those teams that I just stated before, they generally pay large sums of money in order to get quality players. The other type of club takes young, talented players, trains them so they become world class, and then sells them off for large sums of money. The very well-known team Ajax falls into that latter category, and they're out of the Netherlands. This club is constantly progressing deep into international competitions because of their ability to train all their players and not because they're paying a lot of money to get star players. This speaks volume to their training methodologies. Some of the big names that have come out of Ajax are Johan Cruyff, Eriksen, Wesley Sneijder, and Dennis Bergkamp. Zlatan, Ibrahimović, and Suárez also played for Ajax too. One of the biggest decisions underlying their training is that they teach age-specific topics. Players 12 years old and younger mostly focus on technique with the ball. And could this video get a like? This means that they're working on their individual abilities to shoot and finish, pass and receive with correct form, head the ball, to be able to dribble and use foot skills, even the proper form for defending. This style of training ensures that they're getting more touches with the ball than nearly everyone else their age. From the ages of 12 to 15, they tend to want their players to be able to build up and have those passing plays that can lead up to the net and ultimately a goal for their team. Granted, this doesn't mean that 12-year-old players and younger are never passing the ball and working as a team. It doesn't mean that 12 to 15-year-olds are never working on their shooting and finishing abilities and their foot skills. It simply means that the emphasis of practice is on the most appropriate topic for that age. Then, 15 years and up, they lead more of a tactical progression where they're constantly improving their tactics and their ways to actually outwit, outsmart, outformation, and outplay the other team. This age group focuses on where each player fits into the overarching theme of each team. Also, they found that this is a good time to increase the strength training of the players. As a whole, this is a sound system for a club. Now granted, you just might be a single coach within a club organization. However, having each of these different tiers of ages, having them taught different things will make it so that your club very quickly becomes a lot better than the competition, which makes it a lot easier to recruit talent. Yes, this does take a bit of coordination with other coaches and club directors, but this topic is important to understand. Focusing only on foot skills for an 18-year-old and focusing on team tactics for an 8-year-old makes little sense. So what you teach a player should be highly impacted by their age. To avoid missing out on coaching your team on the important topics that they definitely need, make sure to grab soccer coaching using the link in the description below. So subscribe to avoid missing the next weekly video on a defensive coaching tactic that many of the best and most world-class coaches use for their team. And click here for the video on how to coach a deliberate practice.